Hey you guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel and another episode of Make It Monday. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications on. Make sure you're following me on all my social media sites, you guys. If I'm not as energetic in the videos, my bad. I got I think 6 weeks left. Today is 6 weeks left until pregnancy, until I pop, or Sonomi gets evicted, whichever one. Either she's getting evicted or I pop. We don't know yet. But if I'm not as energetic, my bad. But today in this episode of Make It Monday, we are making lavender truffles. So these are going to be lavender butter truffles, and it's essentially a mixture. If you don't know what a truffle is, or a butter truffle, or any type of truffle, it is essentially a mixture between a bath bomb and a bubble bar. So you could let it float in your bathtub and it'll dissolve right away, and it'll put butters and moisturizing butters into the skin, or you can crumble it under the water and let the bubbles fizz in your bathtub, crumble it under the water and create bubbles. So it's up to you, whichever one you decide to do. I really hope you enjoy this recipe. Oh, excuse me. I really hope you enjoy this recipe. It's a really easy recipe, an all natural recipe, and anyone can make it. So let's get into this recipe and let's go. So we're gonna start off with a cup of citric acid and a cup of baking soda. And after that, we're gonna add a half a cup of cornstarch. So let's add a half a cup of cornstarch, and this is a quarter cup. So, I think I'm gonna get some utensils because now it's in the budget. Well, it's not there yet, but it's almost there. So you wanna mix this all together until it's combined. So let's just mix. So once you've combined your cup of citric acid, your cup of baking soda, your half a cup of cornstarch, we're gonna add 2 heaping tablespoons of SLSA, and then we're just gonna mix that in until it's combined as well. So 2 heaping tablespoons of SLSA, and let's mix that in until it's combined. So once your mixture is fully combined, you wanna add Miracle Glow oil, which you can find at savvynaturalista.com. Miracle Glow oil contains all natural 24 karat gold, and you can find our Larimar elixir as well at savvynaturalista.com. So we're going to add 20 to 40 drops of Miracle Glow oil to this mixture. So once you've added your Miracle Glow oil, we're going to add lavender essential oils. Now I'm using the one by Now Foods, but however, you can use any essential oil you like. It is up to you, whatever type of essential oils you like. You guys already know that Young Living be out there, You know what, Young Living, don't come for me in my comment section because I will block you. But a lot of y'all sellers are very aggressive, and especially on Pinterest, when y'all see my stuff and I be using different essential oils, y'all like to promote y'all brands. I'm not saying there is nothing wrong with Young Living. I just think they're very aggressive with their sales tactics, and they need to calm down. So I am using 20 to 40 drops of lavender essential oil. However, you could use about 2 to 3 tablespoons of it. And this has like a little child protect reducer on it. So that's why it's taking a little longer to do. So now I did measure out 8 ounces of shea butter. Well, I actually measured out 9 ounces of shea butter, and then I melted it down in the microwave. But we're not going to use all 9 ounces. 8 ounces is a cup. So if you essentially want to use a cup, I would suggest you get a Pyrex cup. If you don't have a scale, get you a Pyrex cup, put your shea butter in there, and then let it melt and see how many ounces you get. And shea butter goes right back down. However, if you don't, you can use cocoa butter. Bath truffles are very buttery and they help with the skin. So that's what we're gonna do here. So I'm gonna use about a cup. I'm gonna actually start off with about a half a cup of it. So in this, my little in my little 1 cup measuring cup, there is a sign where it stops at a half a cup, so I can see it. So you guys, don't worry. And you don't want to add too much, because if you add too much, then it'll be too buttery. So we're just going to start off with a 1/2 cup of oil, and we're going to add it in, and then we're going to mix this all together until it's combined. But like I was saying, yes, those y'all now living people are they're very, some of them, you know, not all of them are, but some of them are, you know, pretty aggressive, you know. But you know what? I'm not biased. So do your thing, do your thing. Just please, you know, some of y'all come in my comment section, especially on Pinterest and on my blog, and a lot of you are like, oh, well, you should try our oils, they're the best. And I'm like, an essential oil is an essential oil. Is it that big of a deal? Some of y'all are very aggressive in your tactics. That is all I gotta say. So once you've gotten this big thick dough, you could add more oil, but I think a 1/2 cup is enough. And then we had a cup left over, and like I said, I did measure out 9 ounces on a scale. However, if you don't have a scale, you don't necessarily have to measure out 9 ounces of it. And then after you measure out the, however, you don't have a scale, you could just measure it to the top, then pour it in a cup, and then set it to the side. This is going to become solid in about a day or two. So if you want to add it to a jar, shea butter is really easy to get out. The alternative to shea butter is cocoa butter. So you can use either or. But once I just used a 1/2 cup, as you guys seen, and my thing does have like little measuring cups. So once you're done, you want to take your mold. You can use any mold you like. I'm using this mold. You want to add lavender petals. I had already did the lavender petals, so that's what we're going to add. And you just want to put them in just to decorate the top of it. Side note, lavender petals, depending on how hot or cold your mixture is, they may or may not turn brown. Lavender petals are very sensitive, so make sure most of your mixtures are pretty cool when you're working with this. And you just want to add the dough to the mold. So that's all we're going to do, is just add the dough to the mold like so. You don't want to stuff it to the top. It is fine if you do, it is up to you, but just add each one to the mold, and you know, just do what you gotta do. Make sure it's nice and pretty like so. And the lavender petals are gonna make it really nice, and the lavender essential oils is gonna make this all nice. Bath truffles are a little different than bath bombs. They're more induced for people with dry skin. So if you have dry skin, you will love a bath truffle. If you have, you know, alligator skin like my skin, like I have different types of skin, like on my chest and my stomach my skin is more moist, but on my legs and my thighs I have very alligator skin, like my dad and my dad's side of the family. And on my mom's side of the family, they have more smooth, moist skin. So it just all depends on your skin type, but this is an easy recipe. It's heavy, buttery, nice. And so we're just gonna let these dry, and once they're dry, which should take about a day or two, you want to let them dry in a mold. This is really a perfect winter project, and since it's still pretty cold in certain areas, these should turn solid. However, I would say if you're in an area that is not as cold, you may want to consider adding a harder butter, or use your butters where they won't melt in the summertime, or they won't melt. So we're gonna let this dry, you guys, and then we'll be back to unmold. Okay, so we're back, and now it's time to unmold our lavender bath truffles. So let's see what we got. You want to, depending on your mold, you want to take them out really gently so they don't like crack. Ooh, look how pretty, you guys. Let's do a close-up. See how beautiful they are? Isn't it amazing? Look how pretty. Okay, let's take out another one. Ooh, that one cracked. See, you gotta go both sides depending on your mold. That one cracked, I'm so sad. And that was my fault. I cracked it. My bad. But look how pretty they look. So beautiful. Let's do another one. Oh my God, they're like literally cracking because I can't get them out the mold correctly. But see, look at, I kind of cracked it on accident. Ah, I'm so sad. This mold is tough. Oh, it cracked. I can't believe it cracked. All the wonders of DIY. I mean, Make It Monday. Our new show. We need to name it. Oh, look at it cracked. Oh, this upsets me. You know what? Just these two for now. So you guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this episode of Make It Monday. Make sure you check out Miracle Glow Oil at SavvyNaturalista.com, as well as our new Larimar elixir. If you do make these, please use a little softer mold than this one. This one's pretty roughed, and it's normally used for soap, but I decided to use it to make bath truffles. So if you do decide to make these, please use a different mold. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you in our next episode of Make It Monday. Bye, you guys.